Hello, humans! It is I, the Great Papyrus. And today, we're doing another video about the adventures of the two skeleton brothers. Now, last time, we made part 33, and we realized that, wow, this story should not exist. We should definitely change it. Yeah, we realized that this is not what we should add. So we change it. We asked AI that we wanted to change part 33 because we don't really like how we made it. Part 33, yada 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 yada. We asked Sonic about Dr. Robotnik, and Sonic said that he preferred to call Robotnik Eggman, so yeah. Alright, let's generate this boy, girl, thing. Just generate a stand! Okay, bro. Alright. Oh, we don't want to spoil the surprise, so we got this instead. Is it generated? Yep. Oh boy. Copy. Paste. I honestly can't wait. We finally changed it. I'm glad we changed it. We're really glad that we changed part 33 because the original part 33 wasn't good. So we changed it. Yeah, like Undyne Jr. being evil? No way. We're not having that. Alright, Dan, start the story. Alright, bro. 3, 2, 1, go!
Luna had finally given birth to a child, and the joyous occasion was marked with a question. What should we name her? Luna asked, to which Flowey the fire flower responded, I think we should name her Fiona. The name seemed to fit perfectly, and the family welcomed the newborn Fiona with open arms. Moxie and Millie, upon seeing Fiona, couldn't help but be captivated by her adorable presence. Overwhelmed by her cuteness, they approached Luna and Flowey the fire flower, expressing their admiration. Moxie even playfully asked what they would have named a boy, to which Luna answered that if it were a boy, he would be named Blitzo. Meanwhile, as the two skeleton brothers engaged in a conversation with Luna, they learned that Luna hadn't actually died but had been sleeping in the house. Their earlier assumption about Luna's death turned out to be false, and they were surprised to find a robotic version of Luna on the battlefield. Amidst the confusion and revelations, Sans, feeling the exhaustion of the day, decided to take a nap. Despite it being 1 p.m., Papyrus was initially annoyed, but upon the suggestion of Undyne, he opted to channel his energy into training with her. While Sans was in a dream, he encountered Mario again, who revealed that Dr. Eggman was behind the chaos in Snowdin Town. Mario mentioned that Dr. Eggman had created a robotic version of Luna. Before Sans could inquire further, Mario suggested that Sans would wake up soon. Sans did wake up, feeling both bewildered and amused by the dream. He resolved to give Papyrus's spaghetti a break, considering its potential effects on his dreams. Papyrus and Undyne continued their training. But Papyrus couldn't shake off his annoyance at Sans's sleep habits. Suddenly, the alarming news of Eggman's attack reached them. The two skeleton brothers rushed to confront Eggman, initially underestimating him due to his name. However, they quickly realized that Eggman was a formidable opponent who unleashed a vast army of robots upon them. The battle grew intense, with Papyrus summoning a mirage of bones and Sans employing his Gaster blasters to counter the robot army. Realizing the need for reinforcements, Frisk called upon Nimona and Ballister. Nimona transformed into a whale, smashing through the robot ranks, while Ballister's sword skills slashed through the opposition. Undyne joined the fray, summoning a mirage of spears to eliminate more robots. Alphys attempted to hack into one of Eggman's robots, but it was too late. Moxie and Millie engaged as well, with Moxie shooting down robots and Millie delivering powerful punches. Flowey the Fireflower used his vines to lift and destroy the remaining robots, creating a path of destruction. Luna confronted Eggman, questioning him about the Luna robot. Flowey and Luna's combined efforts incapacitated Eggman, leading to an unusual end. In the aftermath, Flowey and Luna playfully engaged with Fiona, their adorable baby girl. Azrael and Undyne Jr. also found Fiona captivating and requested to play with her. The warmth of the moment contrasted the chaos of the battle. The story then shifted to Moxie and Millie, who sought to honor the memory of Blitzo. They decided to build a house near Blitz's grave, constructed from the bones Papyrus had made. This house would serve as a place for Moxie and Millie to reside. Renaming the immediate murder professionals to It's My Piece. With the day's events concluded, the two skeleton brothers returned home. Realizing that their lives were bound to encounter more challenges and villains in the future, and they would face them together. End of part 33.
Now that is better. That is better. I know, right, fans? Alright. Part 34. Alright, fans. Ready? Ready. Alright. Just get rid of some of that. Yes. Just get rid of some of these. And generate. Just wait for a little while. Still generating. Ah. Alright. It's another short story, really? Better. 3, 2, 1, go.
As Sans the Skeleton dreamt once again of Mario, he found himself facing a new revelation. Mario informed him that Queen Toriel would return, but she would be corrupted. And her fire magic would grow stronger. Initially skeptical, Sans recalled his past dreams involving Mario, which made the new information more credible. Papyrus burst into Sans's room with news of a feast being hosted by Luna and Flowey the Fireflower. The two skeleton brothers joined the gathering, only to discover that Flowey was cooking Eggman's body. Luna offered the gruesome dish to everyone, but their horrified reactions led to unanimous refusal. Despite the eerie spectacle, Nimona, Millie, and Undyne found Flowey and Luna's actions cool, while Frisk, Ballister, Moxie, and the two skeleton brothers felt a sense of creepiness. Alphys's reaction was extreme, as seeing Flowey and Luna eat Eggman's body caused her to vomit. Moxie begrudgingly cleaned up the mess. Curiosity sparked the two skeleton brothers' questions about Fiona. Flowey the Fireflower and Luna explained that Fiona was a fusion of a fireflower and a demon hound. While Papyrus excitedly anticipated Fiona's growth, Sans was slightly concerned about the implications of this unique fusion, yet still found Fiona adorable. As everyone enjoyed the feast, an earthquake suddenly rocked the area. Queen Toriel appeared, now clad in fiery armor and exhibiting enhanced fire magic. Azrael rushed to hug his mother, but she unexpectedly punched him in the face. The kingdom was taken aback by this shocking turn of events. Queen Toriel unleashed a barrage of fireballs at everyone except the two skeleton brothers, leading to a fierce battle. Nimona and Ballister confronted her, eventually defeating her. Alphys discovered that the key to restoring Queen Toriel was a true love's kiss. Sans, realizing the power of this remedy, kissed Queen Toriel, reversing her corruption. The news of Queen Toriel's return spread throughout the Snowdin Kingdom, surprising everyone, especially Azrael. Amid the jubilation, the devil emerged, intent on destroying the pure and good nature of the kingdom. The two skeleton brothers, Nimona and Ballister, prepared to face the devil in a challenging battle. The devil's multifaceted attacks posed a significant challenge. He utilized his pitchfork, fiery transformations, and summoned minions. Throughout the battle, the group faced various phases of combat, including evading falling poker chips, avoiding tears, and fending off demonic minions. Ultimately, the combined efforts of the two skeleton brothers, Nimona and Ballister, led to the devil's defeat. The victory was celebrated throughout the Snowdin Kingdom. A joyful atmosphere prevailed as the kingdom celebrated its deliverance from the devil's threat. In the aftermath, the kingdom threw a grand party to honor the triumph. Queen Toriel expressed her pride in Frisk's rule during her absence and awarded them a medal. The unexpected happiness caused Frisk's head to explode momentarily, but it grew back. As the celebration continued, Queen Toriel approached Sans with a question. Would he like to go on another date? With a positive response, a new chapter of their relationship began.
End of part 34. Woo! Boy, that was long. We haven't used WD Gaster. Yeah, you're right. We should use him. Sans, I don't feel alright about WD Gaster being sued. Come on, Papyrus, it's just a story. Okay? Okay, Sans. Keep generating. I'm not clicking that button. Yeah, me neither. Oh! That is actually too short. That story is just too short. Way too short. Yeah, that story is way too short. Oh well, let's just start the story. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
After kidnapping a mermaid for experimentation, W.D. Gaster subjected her to the mutagen ooze, resulting in her transformation into Kala Maria. Kala Maria's appearance was a mix of a humanoid female and aquatic features. She possessed a purple octopus on her head, dead but serving as hair. Kala Maria exhibited two distinct phases. First phase. Kala Maria was a tall, slender mermaid with a seashell bra, pale skin, and a fish-like tail. She had a playful appearance with large turquoise eyes, a small nose, and a button nose. In this phase, she had various attacks at her disposal, including summoning fish and sea creatures, along with ghost pirates to damage the players. Her octopus hair tentacles remained still in this form. Second phase. When electric eels shocked Kala Maria, she transformed into a more menacing version. Her skin turned mint green. Her fingers elongated into claw-like forms, and her eyes became cat-like with black, slit-shaped pupils. The octopus on her head transformed into snakes, resembling the Gorgon, Medusa, with snake-like tentacles and more aggressive features. Her lower body, now a forest green hue, was adorned with a seaweed or moss bikini top. Kala Maria's attacks and transformations turned her into a formidable adversary. She would summon different sea creatures to corner and damage the players, along with using her own attacks. The battle had several phases, with players needing to shoot at her head to inflict damage. In the final phase,
You just have, you just have to ruin. You ruined it. Alright. Part 35 should be longer and fixed. I hope so. Ah, there we go. Now all I have to do is just wait. Oh, ooh, peace. Alright, I just can't wait. Hope I fix it this time. Yeah, me too. 3, 2, 1, go.
W.D. Gaster's actions took a sinister turn as he kidnapped a mermaid named Kala Maria. The mad scientist subjected her to the mutagen ooze, resulting in a startling transformation. The mutagen's effects were dramatic, turning Kala Maria into a towering and alluring mermaid. Her appearance became a fusion of humanoid and aquatic features. Kala Maria's physique embodied a typical humanoid female character but on a grand scale. Her height and slender form were accentuated by her wide hips and small waist. Her skin remained pale, with a belly left exposed, and she bore 2 mysterious scar-like markings on her left arm. Her most striking feature was the dead, purple octopus atop her head. This peculiar appendage acted as her hair, with the tentacles flipped back like curly bangs. The octopus's eyes, though lifeless, opened during her summoning animation, revealing simple, black pupils. Kala's large, pale turquoise eyes sported sea green eyeshadow and 3 short, black, triangular eyelashes each. Thin, black eyebrows and light, rose-pink lips added to her enchanting appearance. Her mermaid status was evident from the sky-blue seashell bra she wore. Below her waist, she had a sea-green, fish-like tail adorned with round scales. Though not fully seen, merchandise depicted her fintail as shaped like 2 waves split in 2 with 3 rounded tips on each side. After her transformation, Kala Maria's behavior took a drastic and destructive turn. Consuming W.D. Gaster, she unleashed chaos upon the Snowdon Kingdom. Witnessing the devastation, Papyrus found himself drawn to Kala Maria, but Sans promptly snapped him out of his reverie. As the 2 skeleton brothers prepared to confront Kala Maria, they realized the importance of strategy. Seeking Alphys's expertise, they devised elaborate plans. Papyrus and Sans eagerly embraced the planning process, reveling in the strategic possibilities. Nemona's transformation into a dragon allowed Ballister to ride her, and together, the 2 skeleton brothers soared toward Kala Maria. Emerging from the ocean, Kala Maria's grand appearance was marked by her octopus hair flipping back, her pose exuding both menace and flirtation. She greeted the approaching party with a playful, yoo-hoo. The ensuing battle revealed Kala Maria's formidable power, with a range of attacks at her disposal. Her first phase involved summoning fish and sea creatures, while her second phase, triggered by electric eel's bite, brought forth a more menacing transformation. She resembled a Gorgon mermaid hybrid, her appearance reminiscent of the mythical figure Medusa. In her second phase, Kala Maria's attacks became more formidable. The electric eels around her attacked on her behalf, and her stone gaze turned players to stone, offering a challenging gameplay experience. Upon her defeat, Kala Maria's third phase immersed players in a cavern filled with obstacles. The battle concluded with a bittersweet cutscene, her sorrow evident as she looked away while one snake played the violin sadly. Kala Maria's battle led to W.D. Gaster's expulsion as she vomited him out. W.D. Gaster explained himself, leading to his arrest by Ballister for his actions against Kala Maria. Kala Maria expressed her intention to sue W.D. Gaster, who accepted his fate. Papyrus's attempt at a romantic gesture was met with Kala Maria revealing her asexual orientation, leaving Papyrus disappointed. Sans's comedic relief, despite Papyrus's initial irritation, managed to lift his spirits. With the events concluded, the two skeleton brothers returned home to make pizza, a touch of normalcy after the extraordinary events that had unfolded.
The end of part 35. You know what? Copy. Paste. 6. You know what? Sure. Yeah, gonna do next. We do. I'm sorry, what? That should do it. Yep. Ooh, finally a name! But this name is just blam. I mean, not too bad, but just we finally got a new name, but it was just kind of mid. Beggars can't be choosers, Sans. Beggars can't be choosers.
Part 36, a new chapter as the aftermath of the battle with Kala Maria settled down in the Snowdin Kingdom. Life slowly returned to a sense of normalcy. Queen Toriel, along with Sans, took the time to address the kingdom and express their gratitude for everyone's bravery in facing the recent challenges. The celebration that followed was filled with music, laughter, and a newfound sense of unity among the kingdom's inhabitants. Amidst the festivities, Sans found himself drawn to a more private corner of the castle gardens. He leaned against a marble railing, watching the stars twinkle above, lost in thought. He knew that his feelings for Queen Toriel had grown stronger over time, but he also respected her role as the ruler of the kingdom. He sighed, his mind a whirlwind of conflicting emotions. Unbeknownst to him, Queen Toriel had been searching for him. She had noticed his absence from the celebration and decided to seek him out. With a soft smile on her face, she approached him, her elegant dress rustling in the gentle night breeze. Sans, she called softly, her voice carrying a hint of warmth. Sans turned to see her standing there, bathed in the moon's soft glow. "Hey, Tori," he greeted, managing a small smile. She stepped closer, her eyes meeting his. "May I join you?" she asked. He gestured to the spot beside him, and she leaned against the railing, her gaze fixed on the stars. The two of them stood there in comfortable silence for a moment, the only sound being the distant laughter from the celebration. "Sans," Toriel began, her voice soft yet resolute. "I want to thank you for everything you've done for me and for the kingdom." He chuckled lightly. Tori, you don't gotta thank me. I'm just doing what I can. She turned to him, her eyes shimmering with sincerity. You've done more than you realize. You've been my pillar of support, my friend, and something more. Sans felt his heart skip a beat at her words. He had suspected, but hearing her say it out loud made his soul race. Toriel continued, her cheeks tinged with a delicate blush. Sans, I've come to realize that the connection we share is special. You've brought a sense of warmth and companionship into my life that I never thought I would experience again. He swallowed nervously, his gaze locked on her. Tori, I feel the same way. A soft smile graced her lips. I'm glad to hear that. Sans, you have a way of making me feel alive. Of reminding me that there is happiness beyond my duty as a queen. He reached out and gently took her hand in his, their fingers intertwining. Tori, I care about you a lot. More than I can put into words. Her eyes held a mixture of emotions, and she squeezed his hand gently. Sans, I care about you too. And I believe that we should embrace the happiness we've found. As they stood there, hand in hand, beneath the starlit sky, Sans felt a weight lift off his shoulders. The uncertainty he had carried seemed to fade away, replaced by a sense of clarity and hope. Toriel, he said, his voice filled with sincerity, I'd like to be more than just friends. If you'll have me. She smiled warmly, her eyes shimmering. I would be honored, Sans. And in that moment, beneath the canvas of stars and surrounded by the love and laughter of the Snowdon Kingdom, Sans and Queen Toriel embarked on a new chapter of their lives together. As they shared a quiet moment, the world seemed to glow with a newfound radiance. And the promise of their future felt as boundless as the night sky itself.
Yeah, that's one of the most beautiful stories. Yeah. I just realized that Queen Toriel forgot her own death. We should. How about we make this story make part 36? I mean 37. About Mario telling me that I have forgotten the death of Queen Toriel. Alright. Okay, Sans. 3, 2, 1. This AI should remember the events of part 17. I literally put the events of part 17. I hope it remembers, Sans. I really do. Yeah, so 3, 2, 1, go. Healing Heart. Finally a story. Ooh, finally a name. Ooh, a name. Finally a name. Ooh, getting longer. Getting longer and longer. Longer. Ooh. Yeah, that's the best part about these. The names. Names are sometimes hilarious, sometimes emotional. Page. Mm-hmm. Alright, Sans. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Part 37. Healing hearts after the events of their romantic revelation. Sans retired to his room in the royal palace, his heart both lightened and heavy. As he lay down to sleep, he found himself once again in the familiar dreamscape, facing Mario. Hey, Sans, Mario began, his tone gentle yet questioning. Why haven't you told Toriel about the events of part 17? Sans frowned, his confusion evident. What do ya mean, Mario? Mario's eyes held a knowing gaze. The explosion in W.D. Gaster's lab that destroyed the Snowdon Kingdom, the accident that took Toriel's life. Why haven't you told her? Realization hit Sans
You
like a ton of bricks.
son
The memories
Of a...
flooded back.
Alright, that should work. Sans, I hope they didn't see you saying the B word. I'm sure they didn't. Anyways, generate. Apologies. A promise of healing. Ooh, promise of healing, you say, huh? That's cool, I guess. Uh, alright. I apologize for anything misunderstanding in my response. Thank you for providing the... As I've reviewed the events of Part 17 as you requested, now I will proceed to generate Part 37 based on the correct information. Uh, you're, thank you. Yeah, thank you, AI. Gotta breathe in Hey, Sans, I have a question. Right, which is, are you being too harsh? Nah, you're right, Sans. We never harsh on AI. We always treat AI with respect. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Part 37. A promise of healing. After the poignant events of the previous day, Sans found himself slipping into slumber once more, only to be greeted by Mario in his dream once again. Sans, Mario's voice was both gentle and inquisitive. Why haven't you told Queen Toriel about how she died? Sans was taken aback, his confusion mirroring his emotions from years ago. Wait, Mario. What are ya talking about? Mario's eyes held understanding. The Snowden Kingdom's destruction due to the explosion in W.D. Gaster's lab, and your involvement in Queen Toriel's passing. She deserves to know the truth about her own death. Suddenly, the memories resurfaced with a pang of guilt. Sans remembered seeing Queen Toriel confronting W.D. Gaster, fueled by anger for the demise of her kingdom. The shockwave of that explosion. The realization hit him like a ton of bricks. It was us. Me and Papyrus. Sans's voice quivered. We didn't mean for it to happen, but we accidentally caused that explosion. We were responsible for her death. Mario's gaze was compassionate. Sans. She deserves to know the circumstances surrounding her own demise. Keeping the truth from her doesn't protect her from the pain. The dream shifted, and Sans woke up. His pillow damp from the weight of his tears. The realization weighed heavily on him, and he knew he had to do what was right. In rushed Papyrus, concern etched on his face. Sans, why are you crying? What happened? Sans wiped his tears, looking at his brother. Papyrus, we need to tell Toriel about how she died. The truth. Papyrus's eyes widened, shock mingling with concern. Are you certain about this, Sans? Sans nodded, determination in his eyes. Yeah, Papyrus. It's time she knows. We can't hide it any longer. And so, the two brothers began their journey. Confiding in their friends and allies, sharing the details of the events that had unfolded 3 years ago. As they recounted the story, emotions ran high. And Asriel's tears were a poignant reminder of the tragedy that had transpired. With their minds set, Sans and Papyrus headed to the grand ice and wood castle that housed Queen Toriel. Inside its regal walls, they sought her out, guided by their convictions. Sans? Papyrus? Toriel's voice held warmth and surprise as she saw them enter. Yet, the solemn expressions on their faces didn't go unnoticed by her keen gaze. What troubles you, my dear friends? Why do you look so somber? The room grew heavy with anticipation as Sans hesitated, his voice catching in his throat. Papyrus, his resolve unshaken, stepped forward to speak. Queen Toriel, there's something we need to share with you. As the narrative unfolded, Toriel's eyes widened in shock, her expression one of disbelief. She listened intently, her heart heavy with the weight of the truth. When the brothers finished, she buried her face in her hands, tears streaming down her cheeks. I never knew, she whispered through her sobs. I never knew what truly happened. Sans moved closer, his own tears mingling with hers. Tori, we're so sorry. We never intended for this to happen. Toriel looked up at them, her gaze a mixture of pain and understanding. She reached out, and they stepped into her embrace. I am sorry for my actions too, she sobbed. I never wished to hurt you or your brother. Please, can you find it in your hearts to forgive me? The trio held each other, their shared grief forging a deeper bond. Amid the sorrow, a sense of closure and healing began to take hold. After a while, as their tears subsided, Toriel met Sans's gaze, her eyes shimmering. Sans, Papyrus, I promise to treasure your honesty and your trust. And I promise to cherish the moments we create from now on. Sans nodded, a faint smile playing on his lips. Tori, we're all in this together. We'll look out for each other. Papyrus joined in, his voice resolute. And we'll never bring harm to one another again. In that tender moment, Toriel leaned in, her lips meeting Sans's in a gentle kiss. It was an oath sealed with the sweetness of forgiveness and the promise of a brighter future. Later, Toriel insisted on baking a pie for the two brothers, an offering of gratitude and love. As they savored each bite, they felt warmth radiating from within. As the night grew deeper, Sans hugged Toriel tightly, their shared emotions binding them together. With a final embrace, the brothers left the ice castle. The moon illuminated their path, and as they walked side by side, the echoes of their journey resonated. A testament to the strength of their connections and the power of healing hearts.
That was so emotional. Uh, I I don't know how could I. Alright. Okay. How about let's make this will be the last story. What Sans first? Okay, Sans. Alright. Now let's just generate. Good. I've read the parts you mentioned and I understand the context now. I'll generate part 38. Okay? The information. The Clash of the Titans. Ooh. Ooh. We have made a good story. That please note that this generated is a creative element you provided. If you have any changes or details you like, feel free to let me know. Okay. Alright. This will be a fun story. I know, right, fans?
Part 38. Clash of Titans. The weight of history and revenge rested heavy on Azrael's shoulders after learning the truth about Queen Toriel's demise. Filled with a potent mix of rage and determination, he embarked on a journey to make things right. Training rigorously day after day, Azrael's powers began to swell and transform him into the formidable god of hyperdeath. News began to circulate that W.D. Gaster had escaped from prison, sending shivers down the spines of many. Undine Jr. had her suspicions about Azrael's intentions. She cornered him one day, her stern gaze penetrating his resolve. "I know why you're training so hard." Undine Jr.'s voice was unwavering. "You're after W.D. Gaster." Azrael's eyes flickered, caught off guard by her insight. He hesitated for a moment before confirming, "Yeah, I am. He needs to pay for what he's done." While Azrael honed his strength, W.D. Gaster executed a daring break-in at the lab, stealing the time cube for his malevolent purposes. The power he wielded now was beyond anything he had before. He could manipulate gravity, move at inhuman speeds, summon energy attacks, and even create barriers. Azrael's transformation into the god of hyperdeath became complete, his appearance more formidable than ever. He possessed black sclerae with white slit pupils, elongated fangs, and horns adorning his head. He donned a long robe, adorned with the Delta rune, and emanated an aura of undeniable strength. The atmosphere grew tense as Azrael's voice rang out, calling W.D. Gaster's name. The moment arrived, and W.D. Gaster appeared, his newfound powers evident. Manipulating gravity and energy with ease, he was now a force to be reckoned with. The clash of titans began, and the battlefield quaked with each of their strikes. Bone weapons emerged from Gaster's command, and energy projectiles soared through the air. Azrael, now the god of hyperdeath, countered with an array of powerful attacks and spells. Their battle intensified, shaking the very ground beneath them, and the two skeleton brothers watched with a growing sense of dread. They knew the damage this battle could inflict upon the Snowden kingdom. As they observed the destructive forces at play, a realization dawned upon them. The battle was beyond their control. No amount of reasoning or intervention could stop the fury that had been ignited between Azrael and W.D. Gaster. It became evident that revealing Queen Toriel's fate to Azrael was a mistake, a spark that had ignited an inferno. The two skeleton brothers recognized the futility of their attempts to halt the clash. Minutes stretched into hours, the battlefield becoming a battleground of immense power. Azrael fought valiantly, but W.D. Gaster's newfound might gave him the upper hand. Eventually, Azrael was defeated, his strength waning. But then, as the dust settled, Azrael's form underwent another transformation. Becoming the Angel of Death, his appearance morphed, his wings shifting in color, and his body radiated with ominous energy. With a barrage of energy-based comet projectiles, Azrael launched a final assault. The battlefield was filled with a storm of destructive power. And in the aftermath, it was Azrael who stood victorious. The two skeleton brothers, though filled with awe, couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. Azrael's proclamation rang in their ears, a chilling reminder of the vendetta that had played out before them. Azrael turned his gaze toward the two skeleton brothers, his expression a mix of defiance and determination. W.D. Gaster deserved to die for what he did, he stated firmly. Their encounter with Azrael had ended, leaving the two skeleton brothers with a sense of trepidation. The cataclysmic clash of power had come to a close, and they were left to grapple with the aftermath of their actions.
Alright, we should end the video here. So please sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video to your friends and family, and have a good human day. and go check out some videos, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna put we're gonna put Five Nights at Legos, I guess, and playlist of Metal Lane McQueen. So if you want to say, so bye, bye, humans.